Okay, people, welcome back to Norski TV and the match reaction. Man United won, Arsenal won. And to be honest, on the balance of play, I think Man United should have come out and won that game. Listen, we both had 6 shots on target. We had, I think, Arsenal had, I think, something like. Let's just make sure because I need to be quite sure. So we had 6 shots on target to their 6 shots on target, and we had 17 in total to their 10 in total. So both had 6 shots on targets, both scoring 1 goal each. But to be honest, Man United look more like scoring than we do, and it was literally a poor game, especially when it came to Arsenal and the way we was playing. Forget about forget about PSV. Just forget about that because that was just us being Moments FC. We knew what was going to happen. We'll go to Man United, and as typical what we do, we go, Arteta goes with a 4-3-3. We go up against a low mid block, can't break them down, and then they get us on the run of play in terms of beating us on the transition. I think Garnacho gets pulled down by I think it was by Trossard, and they get a free kick. And obviously, Bruno steps up and puts it into the back of the net. Some people will say, yeah, it's Raya's fault. And to a degree, he could have maybe set the wall a little bit better and could have positioned himself a bit better. So I think personally he was at fault for that. But listen, everybody to their own devices when it comes to that. But the wall, again, they could have jumped higher. And you're not going to believe it. You got people measuring out how far Arsenal's wall was. They're measuring how far the wall was, and that's why Bruno was able to score his goal because he had the advantage of doing that. What are these guys, these tapped people doing? What are these tapped people hanging on to? Excuses after excuses, blaming the referee for living in Manchester and all this rubbish. This is what we have to face up with, and this is what goes out to the masses, and they will tap into this. But let's look at the game and look at the starting lineup. Listen, we know Arteta. He ain't going to change from a 4-3-3. He's gone with Calafiori, Gabriel, Saliba, Timber, Lepre, Odegaard, Partey, and Rice, and then up front he's gone with the internal solution: Moreno, Ethan Manrique on the right hand side, Trossard on the left hand side. Skelly was on the bench. Why didn't you start him? Why didn't you start him over this horse that's playing at left back, who was getting, listen, he was getting pummeled, yeah, by Garnacho. Listen, I made it, or say Rashid on his match reaction, we made an observation that he started Garnacho on the right as opposed to on the left because the horse cannot deal with tricky players. Can't deal with tricky players. Yeah. And he's so big. Yeah. I wouldn't even trust him as in the centre back position. This guy cannot defend. He cannot defend. And then, going forward, yes, he's a lot better. You might as well start him in as a number 9. Yeah. Going forward, he likes to move forward. I think there was one instance where he picked up the ball, crossed it, he ended up hitting the corner flag. Yeah. He was terrible today. Marina was terrible. Got pulled off in the 53rd, 54th minute, I can't remember. And Skelly came on, and Skelly, when he came on, literally picked up the ball. First thing is to run. Defending was fine, but his first thing to do is run at their back four. Gets a foul, and our Captain Odegaard, Captain Gosegard, Captain Gosegard. I'll tell you this now, people. There was only one captain that turned up today, and that was Bruno. Yeah, one captain turns up and the other doesn't. Yeah, because when he was matter for him to now go and get that free kick and put it into the back, he hits it straight against the wall. Whereas Bruno fires it over the top of the wall, lovely jubbly, back of the net, 1-0, and they're going at half time leading 1-0. And even when, I was saying to my son during that game that it's going to take a goal to maybe even get Arsenal going. But even when they got the goal, he didn't like it. He didn't look like it at all, people. It did not look like it at all. Partey didn't have a great game in the middle of the park. And sorry, listen, Ethan, listen, everybody's relying on Ethan. Today, he was marked out the game. But personally speaking, I wouldn't have taken him off. I would have kept him on, yeah, and take Trossard off, because Trossard did not have a good game today. Yeah, did not have a good game today. He's the one, obviously, calls a foul that then ended up, yeah, being a free kick, which Bruno scored, right? So Trossard, for me, terrible today. Take on Moreno, terrible. Again, he gives the ball away. This is in the second half, right? And where Declan Rice now has to make a last-ditch tackle. Yeah? Yeah? That could have been 2-0. That could have been 2-0. Listen, Raya today, listen, you would have to say he was the man of the match, because that guy made some saves from Mazraoui, also saves from Zertsky, and that last double save I think it was in injury time, where he had to scoop it out the net as the second save. Saved it with his feet or his hand, I can't remember exactly. And then you had to make a double save by scooping it out. You know what I mean? As I said, on the balance of play, Man United should have won this game. And this is what Arsenal do. Yeah, this is because, people will throw all stats and records. Oh, if we had gone and beat them today, it would have been the fifth time we've beaten them in our history, 5 times in a row. Oh, Arteta's got the best win percentage. I don't care, because it doesn't lead to anything. It really does not lead to anything. And it's typical of Arsenal. Santa Claus, here we come. Yeah. When teams are down in the dumps, Arsenal turn up and say, yo, be my guest. Be my guest. Slow, lethargic, pragmatic, handbrake football, side to side, U-shaped football. We're too easy to play again. We're too predictable. And Arteta doesn't have a clue when it comes to other tactics. It's just light for light. The camera panned on Sterling. Yeah, the camera, but he's not our solution. Why did you buy him in the first place, Arteta? Why did you get him on loan, should I say? Paying 164,000 a week. And you don't trust this guy. You'd rather bring on Tierney, who, when he did come on, yeah, put some crosses in the box. Yeah. But obviously, when he made the change, yeah, Trossard obviously went as the false 9. Tierney as the left side, and he brought off Ethan and brought on Martinelli. And when Martinelli came on, apart from one shot that he had the keeper saving, another one where he could have crossed it to Trossard, and he decided that he's going to hit it, and he hits the side netting. Really, no real impact. Yes, he's back from injury, but really, what did he do? Come on, guys, people, what did he really do? What did he really do? Down the right-hand side, Timber, fantastic, gets the assist for Declan Rice. Goes past a few players and lays it back, and Declan Rice just hits it for a crowd of players. He hits the inside of the post and goes in. Onana had no chance. But apart from that, really, Onana didn't really have to make any real saves, because Odegaard, pillow foot, as Curtis likes to refer to him, what did he do? One captain turns up and the other doesn't. He goes missing in these big games. Yeah. And to be honest, look, we know the league is done. But come on, let's see some sort of performance. But I'm telling you, somebody's coming. Big Bertha is coming. The Mafia is coming, bro. Yeah. Arteta, look out for this guy, because some things are going to happen this summer. I'm telling you. Yeah. There's certain man's, boy, they're not too sure about him coming, or he might upset the equilibrium of the club and the process of what Arteta's trying to do, and he's going to interfere with it. No. Yeah. People need to be accountable, need to be called out. Yeah. The money that this manager has wasted. Yeah. Wasted £42 million on California, who can't defend. Yeah. And he's chaotic. I could play him up front. Yeah. In your press conference, in your pre-match press conference, you're saying, we're going to be looking at other options. What options? It's the same old. Moreno up front. And then when you did make the changes, you played Moreno in the 6th, and he was useless in that position as well. He was absolutely useless. And we go away from this game 1-1. Not only this, yeah, You talk about progression. There's people calling out and saying, "Oh, we can't afford to lose that second place because if we stay in that second place, that's what we call progression." Really, really, as it stands, yeah, there's a 20-point swing to Liverpool as it stands, even though they've got a game in hand. And bro, believe it, yeah, believe you me, we're going to Anfield, yeah, guard of honor, yeah. Yeah, we should be ashamed of ourselves the way we're playing this season. Yeah, and Arteta walking out of press conferences when he's asked about, do you think you should have regret not getting a strike? And I don't regret it. Yeah, and before the reporter Kiddy asked him another question, he said, you're 15 points off the league, and then he walked off. Yeah, this is a man who knows he's failed. Yeah, but he's so arrogant and full of himself. Yeah, because you feel that you can go with the IT solution of Moreno up front. You have not got a clue because you did not go and buy in January. And I don't care about owners or whatever. You're a part of this problem. You're part of this process. Yeah, because you should have bought a striker when Aubameyang went, because you run that man out of the club, and now we have no striker, and you're relying on a false nine in the number 29. Yeah, his best goal tally is 13. And you think that's going to win us the league? Look what Liverpool did yesterday. You think, oh, because Southampton just went 1-0 up. I said, listen, my missus is a Liverpool supporter. I said, don't worry about that, man. This game is finishing 3-1. Don't worry about that. Yeah? He could make changes. When he saw things weren't working, he made changes. And they came on and impacted the game. What are we doing? What is coming off the bench that's going to impact the game? Nobody. But I'm telling you, Berta is going to come in and impact this whole club. Yeah? And Arteta will be accountable. Yeah? He will be accountable. I'm telling you, heads will need to roll. He needs to change up the way he's doing things. Absolute embarrassment of a club right now. We're sitting second and we're getting bantered. We're supposed to be going to Man United. This team is useless. Bournemouth has gone there and beaten 3-0. And we're struggling to break down. Any team that sets up a low block, why do you think it was so easy to play against PSV? Because they played open. So yeah, we just hit them on the transition. It was easy. But that's it. If a team sets up in a low block or mid block, we can't deal with it. And Arteta does not have the answers. They're standing there rubbing his chin. Absolute joke. Waste of money. 80-odd million spent on Moreno and Calafiori. What a waste. Absolute waste. But it is what it is. 20-point swing. Our captain doesn't turn up. Bruno does. Changes needs to make. You see the guy behind me? Listen, he didn't have the best of games today. But I'm telling you, give him the captaincy. Give him the captaincy. At least he cares. I saw him having a go at players today. Give him the captaincy. But no, Arteta won't do that. But I hope when this Berta guy comes in, man, yeah, heads will need to roll. I'm telling you, heads need to roll. What can I say? What can I say, people? What can I say? Changes need to be made in the summer. Changes need to be made in the summer. This is not acceptable. Yeah, this is not progression. This is regression. So you top fans that are out there, get your heads out of the sand, yeah, and look at the facts. And stop blaming referees, distances of the wall and red cards and whatnot. Stop blaming it. We're not Excuse FC. Yeah? When man is supposed to face facts, he walks out. He walks out of the press or the post-match presser thing that he does. Walks out. Because the truth will, listen, the truth is going to set you free, bro. And that frees you getting out of the club. Listen, people, I've just come back from a lovely weekend away with the missus. Yeah, and I come back to this dross. This is what this club is serving up to us, putting up ticket prices. And this is what you're serving? The IT solution of Moreno up front in 2025. Berta, big Berta, do your job in the summer. People, I'm out there. Take care. God bless.